we want to determine the coordinates of the turning point. So if we are given the following equation and then they say determine the coordinates of the turning point, what we want to do, Tina, the first thing is to try to make this so that it looks like a turning point form, which is y is equal to a x plus p all squared plus q. That's what we want to do. So that we know what p and q are going to be the coordinates of the turning point. Right? Now, there are many ways to do that. I think the ones that I'm going to teach you, there are three. The first one, let's start with the simplest. So the simplest way to do this is to say, okay, we're going to use a formula that says we have x, which is going to be equal to minus b all over 2a. And then you come and identify all this thing here, what is your a, what is your b, what is your c. Let's go and identify them. What is our a? What is the a? It's 1. What is the b? What is the c? It's 8. Okay, we'll come and substitute here and say b. What should I substitute for b then?
Minus
2 multiplied by, what is our a? It's 1. And then if you type this in your calculator, and then the answer that you get is 1 again. Now, this is going to be the x coordinate of the turning point. So I'm going to write it and say this one is the x coordinate of the turning point. And then after getting the x coordinate of the turning point, we want to get the y coordinate of the turning point. How do we get the y coordinate of the turning point? We're going to take this one and we're going to substitute it here on this equation. Then, if you substitute it here on this equation here, you're going to have everywhere you see x, you're going to put 1. I think there's an x here. You put 1. There's an x here, you're going to put what? 1. There's an x here, you're also going to put what? 1. So basically, what you're going to have at the end of the day, you're going to have something like this. It says f of 1 is going to be equal to 1 all squared minus 2 multiplied by 1 minus 8. And then you will take the following information and then you're going to type it in your calculator. So you will have open bracket 1 all squared minus 2 multiplied by 1 minus 8. And then if you say equals to here, it says it's going to be what to it? Minus 9. Then you come and say, okay, but now when x is 1, our y is going to be minus 9. Meaning which here you say which we have minus 9. We are going to get the y-intercept. Again, we got the turning point. The next thing that we're going to get is to get the y-intercept. How do you get the y-intercept? We have f of x, which is going to be given as x squared minus 2x minus 8. Again. How do you get your y-intercept? What should you do? X should be 0. No? Then it means which you are going to say y is going to be equal to 0 all squared minus 2, 0 minus 8. And then if you do that, what are you going to get? Minus 8. Then your y-intercept is going to be 0 is to what is to minus 8. Okay, let's go to the next one then. How do you get your x-intercept then? Y should be 0. So you have 0, which is going to be equal to x squared minus 2x minus 8. Then after this, you're going to factorize again. If you know how to factorize with a bracket, you can do that. If you don't know how to do that, you're going to use a quadratic formula. Quadratic formula says which you have x minus b plus n minus b squared minus 4ac all over 2a again. And then if you type this, it says which you're going to have minus 2 plus n minus 2 all squared minus 4 multiplied by 1 multiplied by minus 8 all over 2 multiplied by 1. And then it says which x is going to, and it says which x1 is going to be 4 again. And this is us, my good. We can do it this way, you know. And then x2 x2 is going to be minus 2. Then we are going to have 4 is to 0, and then we are going to have minus 2 is to what? Is to 0. And then now we want to draw the graph. So you're saying the turning point is what? It's 1 and it's 2. Yeah, where these 2 meet. So we're going to have a dotted line here. We're going to use a different color. And then where these 2 meet, we're going to say this is going to be our turning point again. Now, guys, one thing that you should understand is that your graph can't pass the x-axis and the y-axis except on the x-intercept and the y-intercept. What did you get as our y-intercept? We got what? You got it as what as That's 8. Okay, let's come and put this one as minus 8 here. Now think of this thing as your gauge. Your graph cannot pass except through this gauge here. It can't pass. It can't pass through this line here except through this gauge here. Now, the other way to do this then is to put it on a table. When you put it on a table, now you just want to get the shape again. If you want to get the shape, then you're going to go to mode and then you go to table. And then on the table, you're going to type this thing. It says what you have alpha x again. And then it says squared. né? And then we have minus 2 alpha x again. And then we have minus 8 equals 2. And then what do you want to start? Again, we said we are going to include all our dots again. So if you want to include all our dots, we are going to start at minus 3. So let's go and start at minus 3. If we start at minus 3, and then where are we going to end? 5. Sure. Step 8 is going to be 1 again. And then we said we are making this one to be 2, 4, 6 again. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8. And then minus 4 goes with what? Minus 4 goes with minus 7 or 7. Minus 4 goes with what? Check your calculator. Oh, we start with minus 3. Minus 3 goes with? Okay, it goes with 7. So this is our first dot again. Okay. Then we are going to have our second dot. What is our second dot? Minus 2 goes with 0. Okay, then you do a free hand here. You're going to do a free hand here. You connect this one and this one. Minus 1 goes with what? Minus 1 goes with minus 5. Okay, where these two meets. And then you're going to connect dot number 3 again. Yes. Now, this is your passage. This is the only place that you can go through on this y-axis here. So, so we say we have 2 and minus 8. Look. This one is going to go with this one. And then 3 goes with minus 5. And then 4 goes with 0. And then 5 goes with what? 5 goes with 7. And then this is